All right, everybody, and welcome to the Let's Talk podcast. Today, we are here with me, MMFQ Death, Zyrex.
Hello.
And Sam Warstars.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Let's Talk podcast.
And Hayden
Preston,
the
you
Killer
sound
Polar
so
Bear.
monotone.
And Hayden the
Who's
Killer
not
Polar
here?
Bear will be joining us probably about halfway through the podcast, so he had to go get food and stuff.
Let's add an annotation. Click in like the image, like whatever image we decide to use. Just like we could slap an annotation somewhere in there.
Yeah.
All of our channels on screen now.
No, not just that. Just skip to when Hayden comes. What if we did that? That would probably be bad though.
Yes, it would, so don't do it.
Yeah. Anyways, though.
So I just actually found out. I just found out that there apparently is another Let's Talk podcast.
Yeah?
Really?
Yeah, I seriously just went on this YouTube channel called Gaming Couch Official.
Wait,
And they have a podcast called Let's Talk Podcast.
When was this? Like, when was it started?
Okay, the most recent episode was December 4th, 2013, episode 3.
Oh, so
You know,
they,
if
like,
we-
just started it recently.
Yeah.
Well, then it doesn't
Did they
matter.
steal
We were before them.
I'm just
If
gonna-
we place you know what we should do? We should place a trademark on this podcast,
Yeah.
like of Let's Talk Podcast.
Yeah, and then,
should-
like,
and we-
throw out copyright
And then go
claims.
comment. And then we will comment on that video and, put that video up and say, hey, you're violating our trademark. We have a podcast called the Let's Talk Podcast that premieres weekly for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part.
Because sometimes, people don't want to do shit.
Yeah, no, in fairness, like, I know a lot of people don't know this because I don't really have a lot of time in my videos to talk about, like, personal stuff because I'm trying to keep it interesting and keep everything, like, strung together and, like, on topic for the most part. But so recently I got a job, and it's a midnight job, and I work like 3 to 4 days a week, which doesn't seem like a lot, but with the fact that I'm never really home during the day until the night anyway, it takes up a lot of my free time for YouTube. So, yeah, it's been pretty rough. So with that, I missed the last Let's Talk that you guys recorded. I don't even know if you guys kept it or not.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I uploaded it too. I'm pretty sure at least.
This seems more professional.
What?
At least to my knowledge.
What seems
What, this
more
Let's Talk
professional?
podcast?
Oh, no, wait. No, just looked at something. Nope, not at all.
Okay.
Or
Preston's
the,
just talk about random stuff. Don't even worry about it, guys.
No, you're talking about the other Let's Talk podcast.
Ours is official. It's trademarked. I'm going to comment on theirs later. We're going to do intellectual property theft.
No. Don't do that yet. We have
I said
to.
later.
Yeah.
You guys are such
About to say,
idiots.
No, we're not. Come on. If it's logic, we can get. Okay, how about this? Let's go ahead and find out all other Let's Talk podcasts or anything that even has talk in it and violate all their trademarks. And the next thing you know, we're gonna narrow down the amount of podcasts that involve what we talk about, which includes video game news and just stuff that's going on with us.
No,
We
that,
can narrow down that whole topic, which I don't even know what this Let's Talk podcast is about. This other one.
I think you
Uh,
guys are
RT
thinking way too much into this.
I'm
I
not
don't
thinking
think
about
so.
it. It's Sam. Samuel is doing.
We can narrow down the amount of podcasts though, and then more people will watch ours.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so janky though.
What, should we go
Yeah,
ruin?
It's horrible. I'm joking.
Should we go
though.
ruin Rooster Teeth's live studio?
Yeah.
Podcast studio. Just
Dude,
set a
definitely.
bomb in there. Oh, we can get Al Qaeda to.
No.
Wow, really? Wow, we
Don't
can
need
get,
to-
They can bomb
we
their
can
live
get Al
studio.
Qaeda. Like, that is something you
Al-Qaeda
never want to
team,
say.
I did actually make a list of things that we
The
are not
NSA is
allowed.
watching the video right now. They're like,
No, I did make a complete things you cannot talk about on the podcast right here,
wait, when?
and I'm gonna copy and paste it in here.
Okay.
All right, let me just read this out loud for you guys. Things you
I came up
cannot
with
talk
this.
about on the Let's Talk podcast. Number 1, physical and mental disability. So no being allowed to
No,
be talked
I mean
about.
we cannot discuss about it.
Okay, so we can't talk
We
about
can't
being
discuss
retarded. Gotcha. Piracy.
It's
No
not
talking
being
about
retarded.
going shopping on the Pirate Bay, guys.
Which I came up with that phrase.
Racism.
ago.
You can't talk about how, I'm not even getting into that one. That's, nah. Piracy and
Pointless.
retards, go for it. But fucking racism, hell no. I'm not getting on that. spoilers, so I can't tell you guys that.
There's only one spoiler that is allowed, and that is that Snape killed
Dumbledore. Yeah.
Snape killed Dumbledore.
That's the
Sorry
only
if I
spoiler that's
spoiled
allowed.
Harry Potter for you guys after like
No,
3
Snape.
years.
Snape looks the same in every single
Wait a minute.
Harry Potter.
Wait. We're not allowed to talk about politics?
I mean, like, voicing our opinions and shit.
Okay,
Huh.
see, that's kind of sketchy, though, because I feel like politics are, in small doses, okay, but I feel like if you get carried away with it, it's not. Like, for instance, like, I'd be okay to talk about, like, I heard Hillary Clinton is running for president in the next election.
Yeah, that's all right. Like, but I mean, when you start going out and saying, for example, I mean, I'm not saying
And then
I'm
Sam
for
starts
this
having a
or-
shit.
What,
fit
that
'cause you
Obama is a
mentioned
piece of shit
Hillary
president?
No, yeah, something like that. I mean, saying shit like that. I mean,
I'm
that's
sorry,
fine.
that I don't consider that politics. I consider that truth.
Well, I mean, that's opinion, of course.
No, I
still.
think instead of politics, though, it should be religion. Because
Well,
I feel like
religion-
religion is a much more sensitive topic in our modern society.
Only
like,
good.
especially with politics only really being for the U.S. demographic. Like, people in England and, like, Italy and Ireland
Hello there.
and Canada,
I'm
all
from
of them are just
England.
sitting there, like, in Australia, for instance, they're all just sitting there, like, looking at us like, who the fuck cares? Who is this Hillary Clinton bitch? Like, I don't understand this. I just know that you guys have a black president. See, I threw the racism in there nice and, like, under the carpet so that you guys didn't notice it. But it's there. It's subtle.
Ryan. Ryan,
Over in Australia.
I think we
Yeah,
understand
huge
this
dicks.
point.
Are you sure?
I
Yeah,
think
but
we get.
huge
Do you?
dicks.
I think we understand the
Do you,
goddamn
though?
point.
See, the thing is, though, is do you?
Okay. Oh.
Not
okay,
the fucking
okay.
noise changer or voice thing. or
Voice
Hey,
whatever.
see, now we gotta put that in there. All right.
Well, no, Harry Potter
Um,
instead. Jesus.
Harry Potter is dead.
Fucking noise from apps. That actually wasn't an app, by the way. That was,
Oh, did you, like, look up a
How about
video
this?
on it?
Let me rephrase this. Fucking noise from annoying ass app. No,
it's not even from an app, you retard.
from annoying ass shit. There.
What, you saying YouTube is annoying?
It depends. I mean, there are shitty.
Yeah, your channel's really annoying, isn't it, Sam? Ryan, do you agree with me? Sam's YouTube, oh my god, it's so
Dude,
annoying.
hardcore?
Well, truthfully, you don't have to watch the videos. I mean, that's your decision. But
Physical and mental disabilities, piracy, racism, spoilers, politics, Jesus Christ, nearly fell off my
Preston, don't you dare talk about that stuff. I swear to God, I'll rape you in the butt.
you know,
chair. Oh my
Ryan,
god, I'm being so racist now. Sam is white.
Oh,
Oh!
man.
you know, Ryan and Preston. I'm getting pretty tired of your shit.
Are you now?
Just
Please,
yeah, I'm getting pretty tired.
tell
of your
me
shit.
more.
I'm just that's the statement. There's
No,
nothing else to it.
I was serious. Please, cool story, bro. Tell it again.
Well, basically, I'm getting tired of your shit.
One more time. I don't think I got it.
All right, I'm getting sick of your shit.
All right, it's getting
Oh, no,
really
wait,
good
wait,
the more
what, I
you
thought
tell
you
it.
were
I think you
getting
should try
tired
it
of
one
that
more time.
I'm getting tired of your shit.
I'm just pretty much going on how many times I can tell this dumb motherfucker to say it again.
Well, you see, when you put it like that, I mean, you know, of course, that's pretty nice.
Fucking dumbass.
I love you, Sam. No homo. Don't worry about it.
We all
Thanks.
love you. In England, we don't go no homo. No, we don't go no homo.
No, instead you call it Nike instead of Nike,
It is Nike.
but it's not.
All right, we're not starting this discussion on there.
All right, bring Ryan into it then. I
What-
bet you he'll have
Right.
a lot to say.
What?
Ryan's American, so he will go with what he's been told.
Whop
Like-
him. Whop him. Whop him, mate.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Down in Australia, we hang out in the outback. We go to Uluru.
That's
We-
racist.
we have
Hey,
huge dicks.
that's racist.
It's not racist
All right,
if you're gay.
all right.
So
Just
some
because
shit-
one of my most famous kind got stung through the heart with a stingray does not mean that we're all stupid, eh?
No, Jesus
Hey,
Christ,
hey.
mate. No, down in the outback. Did you see it?
Just
when my
because
mate
one of
was
our most famous
mate was boxing
videos
with
is
the
about
kangaroos.
one of our men
was like
getting
with the
stabbed through the
wallabies.
heart
down by the
and
water
another
hole.
one getting kicked and beat the shit out of by Kangaroo Jack does not mean that we're
Well-
stupid race of people, okay? Just because one of our
John,
most famous
no,
animals likes to walk
no,
around eating leaves that
no,
gets itself
no,
high
no.
does not mean
Guys,
that we
no,
are
Jesus.
stupid.
While John was sat there building a really big dick in his garden.
By the way, that entire portion, I'm going to cut Preston's audio out because he insists on talking when I talk. So,
Go
No,
ahead.
dude, that'll be funny.
Not really.
Fuck off, Sam.
Hey, it's not my decision.
I'll
I don't
think about
edit
it.
the videos anymore.
I know in like, just in my ear, it hurt my ear. Wow.
That motorcycle,
Yeah,
though.
thanks for the engine, bruh. That was nice. That was a great thing you did there. Anyway, so what all is new in the world of gaming? I know that like Dead Rising 3, I heard has a
Richard
lot of
Martin
awesome
and
stuff.
Well, we talked about the about Rise Son of Rome, Dead Rising 3, Knack, and Killzone Shadowfall in the previous podcast.
Uh-huh.
Knack's a PC shit.
And here's the thing about the
Yeesh.
previous podcast is I wasn't here to talk about any of that stuff,
Yeah,
so it doesn't count.
that's bullshit.
No, not really. Cause see, I heard I watched the last podcast because I wasn't on it. Like I didn't watch the
You watched the
entire
podcast,
thing, but I
Jesus.
skimmed through like quite a bit of it and like sat there and like I'd watch like a 10-minute part and then like skip 2 minutes and then like back and forth until I heard something interesting. Like a big thing that I heard is like you guys were so biased. Like,
Really?
just so overly biased. Okay, I have, like, given it a 100% completely fair shot. Like, with the PS4 and, the Xbox One. Like, more than fair,
I like
if
both.
anything. I have,
I've already
like,
said before I've liked both
That's why you ordered a PS4.
yeah.
Yeah.
See,
because I
now-
didn't have enough money for an Xbox One. Obviously.
Now, seriously, though, like, I've seen like so many videos on both, even though I don't own one. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that I'm pretty well versed in both of them. And what I can
Oh, yeah.
gather is the PS4's controller has really shocked me on how good it actually is.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's actually really nice. The Xbox One controller is really comfortable too.
Well,
I've
the
heard, at
Xbox
least.
has always been a world and a half ahead of PlayStation on its controller design. Like it's just always been a world and a half ahead. There's like really no
controller?
contest between the two in that like standpoint.
Do you remember? No. Do you remember the original Xbox with the big chunky
Oh yeah, that
controller
was
with the
that was
circle in
freaking
the
yeah.
middle?
But look at the first PlayStation controller, like before it was even DualShock. Like that thing was horrible.
That wasn't even bad. Like,
Yes,
the
it
one that-
was. It was
like-
sketchy as hell. Didn't even have analog sticks.
Yeah, but that was the beginning.
It had one pad. That came
didn't have
out
one
after
pad.
Nintendo had already developed
the-
the Nintendo.
It had the D-pad and like the
No,
an
it didn't.
X,
It only had one.
No.
Yes, it did. Look up the original PlayStation controller. It had the 4 buttons, the directional pad, and then start and select, and that was it.
Oh, by the way, Ryan, do you think you could place images for what we're talking about when you edit?
Oh
Just
yeah.
make it-
Original PlayStation controller. Okay, right. So it has the D-pad on one side.
No, it
It has
doesn't.
the select and start in the middle, and then it has the triangle, circle, X, and square.
That's not the D.
It looks exactly like
Okay.
the PS1 or the PS2 controller, except just
no
gray.
analog sticks.
Yeah, like I said. So all it
And,
has is
yeah.
the movement keys and the buttons and start and select. Which is exactly what I said. And then you were like, no, it's this.
Oh, you
and
said it
then
only
said
had
exactly
the
what I said.
D-pad.
The D-pad is the directional pad. That's all it had.
No, because it had the button, like the circles.
What?
I own a PS1.
Are you
No,
talking
one
about the
side.
X, the squared circle? And
Yes.
of course it had that. I said that.
No, you didn't.
Yes, Sam, did I not? I will go back. You know what? In this point in the podcast, you guys aren't even going to hear the stupid argument that Preston's making, because I'm just going to go back, cut the part what I said out, and put it right here. Like, that's how much of a fucking idiot you can be. Good God, you need to learn to fucking listen. You do have Asperger's or something, because something's fucking wrong with you.
Fuck off.
Jesus. Anyway, yeah, the controller was like really basic. All it had was the analog buttons. It was like a nerfed Nintendo. Like honestly, it was just like the Super Nintendo controller, only like different. It didn't form fit in your hand at all. It was super light, like way too light. But yeah, so I was really impressed with the PlayStation 4's controller. It was,
Yeah, it looks really nice.
yeah, and
think
the only thing is the touchpad is completely obsolete. Everybody says the touchpad is useless.
Well, it's because no developers have decided to immerse their games with it. But I also do think that I don't really see many games. I mean, when you have games that are multi-platform like Assassin's Creed and Call of Duty, I'm pretty sure at least that they will. I'm not sure if they do this. You might know this, Ryan, but from what I've gathered, or at least from what I predict, is what they do is they make it on like one console, and then they port it to the others.
Mm-hmm.
So would they go ahead and spend more time on that franchise to put exclusive features? Which, I mean, Assassin's Creed does this with the PlayStation. I know if you purchase the PlayStation edition of Assassin's Creed, usually they always have some kind of bonus content. Like last year, you got some kind of DLC. Like I remember you got the Tyranny of King Washington DLC, which was actually pretty good. I didn't play it because my code ran out by then, but I watched. I did
Wait,
watch.
what do you mean your code
a
ran
full
out? Like your season pass?
Yeah. No, it wasn't a season pass. It was just one DLC. But basically, I
Sure.
forgot that I didn't see that it had come with it. I just had the game and just played it. So I didn't. Apparently, the code expired, and I could not enter it. But I have noticed though that it is pretty. I mean, they usually do, of course, include the bonus content. I'm not sure. I mean, you can still get it on like Xbox Live. It just comes free with the PlayStation Edition. So I'm not really sure if these gigantic multi-platform, huge franchise games are going to include the touchpad functionality within the games.
I don't think they will, honestly.
I think with PlayStation exclusives, they will.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's just like Xbox exclusives take full advantage of Kinect. Which, like, okay, so a lot of people were talking about how they, like, originally were really skeptical about Kinect. They were like, oh, yeah, like, they're forcing it on us, and I just don't want it, and it's just, like, a bad idea entirely. And now everybody's just like, oh my god, this may be the single best thing that has ever happened in the history of life itself. Like, yeah, everybody loves it though. And I don't blame them because it is awesome. So
They do look like that they improved it.
yeah, they definitely did. Kinect has definitely been improved from where it originally started.
Have you ever heard the developers of Call of Duty? I'm not sure if this is completely true, but they did say at one point that their fan base weren't gamers or something. I heard something about that.
No, yeah, I
I'm not
heard
sure
that
how long-
too. Yeah.
That's pretty jacked up.
Yeah, it is.
But it can be true in some cases.
I can see it being true, in all honesty.
I mean, there's always those people that are like, I'm such a cool gamer and everything. And of course, I have no issue with this, but there are still the COD exclusive channels on YouTube, which, those will always be around, I'm pretty sure, because, there's always a new game to be released at some point. But, yes, there are still the COD exclusive channels, and then there's the completely casual gamers who, they do assume themselves as hardcore gamers by playing Call of Duty. I mean, they do assume that is kind of what can make them that. And I mean, in my general opinion, a gamer to me is a person who enjoys multiple franchises of games. I mean, that's just my personal preference. Or just somebody who enjoys gaming. I mean, at heart, just enjoys gaming.
No, yeah, I agree.
No, yeah,
I'll be the first one to
what's
agree
your
with that point and get on that. Like, just enjoys gaming in general makes you a gamer. Like, you don't have to enjoy, like, just hardcore games or, like, for all I care, you can play Minecraft. And if you play that and you enjoy it and, like, you just play a lot, you're a gamer. I mean, I don't know. I'm not into those people who are like, oh, you have to be like MLG at COD. To be a gamer,
I mean,
like,
in my
you're
opinion,
not a
though, I
gamer.
think to be, I don't think you have the right to say that someone's not a gamer, but I still think if you want to be like a real gamer, I mean, I think it would be good to play multiple franchises of games and give them a chance rather than just playing Call of Duty. Because I mean, what's disappointing to me is there are, of course, the people who just play Call of Duty, and there's so many more games.
See,
that
but
are
I
so
don't agree
cool
that you
and amazing to
can't say
explore.
that they're not a gamer. I don't agree with that at
No,
all.
no, I don't agree with that either. But what I'm saying is, like,
As a
what
gamer,
I
like,
mean-
proper etiquette would be to play other franchises and try it out.
that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
but
trying to say.
but it's definitely
Just
not a
be open.
requirement.
Like to be open about other things.
Yeah, but that's more of like a person thing. Like, as a person, you should be like that. Where instead of like, you know, specifying that like as a gamer you should do that. It's more as like, as a person, you should be more willing to try new things. Like, that's how life works. That's how everything is. You should. I mean, and I don't care if you're 12 years old. You should be out there like trying new things. Like, when I was young. How, even still to this day, I do stupid stuff just because I haven't done it before. And it's like, you know what? This could either A, turn out really stupid, and I'll probably end up like getting hurt. Or B, it can be the best decision I've ever made in my life. Because F it. Like, I mean, the way I look, I don't know. This is like kind of a bleak look on life in general, but I figure everyone's going to die eventually, right? Like, there's no stopping that. All you can do is control when. So why sit there and like huddle yourself in a room, just not doing anything with your life for the rest of your life until you eventually pass away, and playing it safe the entire time instead of doing stuff that seems fun and living your life to the fullest? Now, again, I'm not saying like go jump off a bridge, because it seems like a good idea. I'm saying like, you know,
Actually, to be honest, if you had like a bungee cord and you jumped off a bridge, that would be fun.
no, in fairness, I would skydive before I'd bungee jump, like, in all honesty. Bungee jumping is sketchy.
Actually, what I did was I even posted a picture of this to Instagram. There was a nearby attraction park when my family was in town for Thanksgiving. I actually went on this, I think it was 300, 400 foot tall, like bungee, like drop. And let me tell you, that's going to be remembered. It was life changing.
Oh, is it like one of the ones at the amusement parks, isn't?
Like they pull you back, like, and it probably puts you at an elevation about 400 feet.
Yeah, and you usually ride with like one other person and you're strapped in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was riding with my cousin.
Yeah, I've been on those a couple of times. I meant like I'm talking about like straight bungee jumping though. Like, you just go on a bridge and they hook you up to like the professional bungee cord and just push off the bridge.
Well, also you have a harness, so you can't really fall.
Yeah, but it's not the falling thing. It's like those bungee cords, dude. As strong as they are, they could always snap. They always have that possibility. Like, they could.
Skydiving's completely safe though most of the time. At least.
Exactly. Like, that's what I mean. Like, unless the parachute goes off, like, there's a lot more that could go wrong in bungee cording than skydiving. Like, plus, like, I've been in a plane before. Like, it was sketchy. Like, I don't think I've ever told this story before. Like, you guys might have heard it, but I don't think I've ever
Wait, hang
told
on. Can I say one thing?
Huh?
Preston, are you still there?
No, he just left. Okay.
I think it's just us two, but we can carry on a pretty good conversation.
Yeah, it's fine. Preston does that all the time, guys. We just get used to it. So, like, I used to be in this thing called the Civil Air Patrol. It's like an auxiliary of the Air Force. And what it was is, like, you would go in and, like, you would do military drills, you would do boot camps, you would do weapons training, flight assessments, and I was, like, a decently high rank. I want to say I was, like, a gunny sergeant first class. Or something like that. I could have that, like, way messed up, and anybody who's in, like, the military might be, like... Because keep in mind, though, the Air Force ranks are different. Might just be like, you're an idiot. But, yeah, so I was a moderately high rank in the Civil Air Patrol.
I never knew you did that.
Yeah. It was, like, before I started growing my hair out and everything. I was, like, 13, 14, 15, somewhere in there. and I was like really in shape. I was like taking the tests and progressing, and I at the time I was really into Flight Simulator 2003. And I had been training in Flight Simulator, flying like jet airlines, flying Cessnas, mainly Cessnas, because I knew that those were like the planes we had access to. So they would support you to
Hold
get
that thought. Hang on 1 second.
All right.
Never mind. Continue. Sorry.
Okay. So they would like support you to get your pilot's permit. So I was like, okay, well, let's try this. So I went and tried to get my pilot's permit at about 15. I ended up getting it. And then one day we were up at this air show, directing traffic and all this stuff, and we were able to go on like dual people flights, with one person in the front with the pilot in the co-pilot seat and another person in the back. So I got selected as the front because I had the most flight simulator experience. And like midway through the flight, the pilot goes to me and he's like, "So I heard you've had a lot of training." And I was like, "Yeah," because we have like the headsets on so that you can hear each other and everything. And the guy in the back seat is like freaking out. He's like about to have like a heart attack. So he's like, "Do you think you know how to fly one of these?" And I was like, "Kinda. I mean, I have a little bit of trouble with a couple of things, but it doesn't look much different." And he was like, "Okay, good, because I'm shutting my controls off. Have fun." And I'm like, "What?" And then right before he shuts his controls off, he just yanks the front end of the plane up. And we were just 90 degrees.
Oh my god, that's
Straight
horrifying.
90 degrees. And it just dropped. Like, the motor stalled out. And the plane just dropped nose first and started like diving down. And I'm just like freaking out. I'm like, oh crap. What do I do? What do I do? And he's just sitting there looking at me like, the way I look at it, you got about 40 seconds before we crash. And I'm like pressing the ignition and like nothing's happening because the propeller can't spin enough yet to like counter steer against the wind. And I'm just like, oh god, what do I do? So then I remembered we have glider flaps. And I used those to straighten the plane out enough to get the engine started and then pulled it up. And we started out at about like, I think it was like 15,000 feet. And by the time I corrected it, we were just under 4,000. We're like really, really close to the ground at that point. And he said if we would have got within 3, he would have taken the controls. But he was just like, you did a great job. So.
For the most part, yeah.
Well, keep in mind, I was like 15, and it was the first time ever being thrown into a plane. The guy behind us, like in the back seat, though, he like shit himself. He pissed all over his leg.
Wait, what kind of plane was this? It was like one of these large planes,
No,
or was it like a
Cessna.
charter flight?
No, yeah, it was like a little Cessna.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a Beechcraft.
Oh, okay, so it was like, yeah.
It was like a
one
four,
of those
4 or 5 seater. Yeah.
So it's like one of those like small seaplanes that you see.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly. Only with like land landing gear instead of sea landing
gear.
But yeah, it was crazy. It was one of the coolest experiences of my life, though. It was really awesome.
Wait, what is this? Video Maker. Maker and Video Maker have partnered to bring you some awesome perks to level up your video skills.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's just like, it's just dumb.
And then I was just checking my emails.
Yeah, but so some other news. I don't know if this is me, or if this is everybody, but from what I've seen, it seems to be everybody is having this problem. So Minecraft 173. It is on 173, right? Or is it 172?
When it was updated to 1.7, it was 172, but I have not even launched Minecraft in the longest time. I mean, I've mainly on my channel, of course, you know, pretty much everything I play as a video game goes up on my channel for the most part. And yes, it's currently on 1.7.2.
Okay.
But for the most part, wait, there was something about a holiday event that I saw.
Yeah.
But let me just say really quick, to get this point out of the way, most of the things that you see on my channel is what I play video games as a whole. I mean, what I used to do is the reason I actually started YouTube originally. You know, of course, I played Minecraft a lot and stuff, but instead, here's what I was doing. I was thinking, I'm playing video games like daily, just for fun. But I'm like, what if instead I recorded them and uploaded them to YouTube? Which, to be honest, I mean, adds not much of a degree of difficulty. I mean, there are always going to be the people who think, who have YouTube as a job, and it really depends what you have YouTube as a job for. Like, I mean, if you're making sketches and music videos and stuff like that, yeah, that's a pretty damn difficult job. Or it can be.
Yeah.
But if you're doing stuff like gaming, like if you do what I do, which is full game playthroughs, it's really easy. I mean, if I can do it, then you definitely can. Because, I mean, if this is advice for starting YouTubers, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, people think that what's going to stop them is editing. Truthfully, and what I do, full game playthroughs, the only parts you have to edit are your screw-ups. And those aren't even required. If your channel is mainly shown for showing most of the fails and stuff that you do, go right ahead and...
That's me all the way.
Well, I mean, like, if I start doing, like, a Rage Quit series or something like that, I mean, because I actually got a comment, because at one point, a long time ago, I did a Minecraft map called, it was the Biome Jumper.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but to my old videos, where I had worse quality, a higher pitched voice, practically everything that was worse. I mean, quality of my content was actually not as bad. Like, for example, my Far Cry 3 and Assassin's Creed 3. I mean, AC3, you can make your own conclusions on that. But Far Cry 3...
You already know my own conclusions. I mean, that's why you said that.
yes. That's why I said that. But, like, Far Cry 3, the only issue with the Far Cry 3 playthrough being not as watchable, and this all comes down to opinion. Actually, the Far Cry 3 videos, I think, still now are pretty well done. I mean, the only bad thing about them is the fact that my voice was higher pitched, so that it still has some rewatchability.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like all my current playthroughs now, which include like Skyrim, AC4, everything else. They can probably be rewatchable if you didn't watch it. It really depends. I mean, the only thing is, I mean, I don't know where I'm going with this, but basically, if you're starting YouTube, don't worry. And if you think editing is going to be an issue, don't think it is if you're doing gaming, because honestly, you just have to, unless your channel's a complete fail channel, I mean, like, for example, I mean, I'm not trying to go out all mean here, but of course, DSP Gaming, he shows all of his reckless fails and everything, which, I mean, it's not a bad issue. It's just, it kind of extends a lot of the playthroughs that he does. Like, for example, I was really, really shocked when I first went to his channel to see how long his playthroughs could be.
Yeah.
Okay. For example, I mean, this just surprised me a lot. Assassin's Creed 4, 130 parts.
Holy God.
DuckTales Remastered, 4-hour-long game, 29 parts. Let's see. Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, which is 51 parts. I'm not sure if that... Okay. Do you know about the Walking Dead 400 Days DLC?
Yeah.
Like, it was like an hour long. 11 parts.
See, that's ridiculous.
You see, that's the degree of failure I'm talking about. You see, here's what DSP does, though. What DSP does is basically, he live streams to Twitch. And I really hope that you're not watching this, Phil, because, I mean, I'm not trying to be mean to you, Phil, and I know that you might get angry at me for this, but if you are watching this, which I doubt you are because none of the metadata is going to have you in it, at least hopefully Ryan will not make it that way.
Oh, I will.
But basically, what I think is, here's what he does. Basically, he live streams to Twitch every single day and he just live streams a ton of gameplay, like all the gameplay that he can on a playthrough of some sort. And then after that, he just takes all those videos, or he just pretty much, what he does is, I'm not sure if he directly has something uploaded to YouTube for him, or if he downloads them all and uploads them himself. But I know that what happens is he doesn't edit really anything on it. I mean, the only thing that really makes it look a little bit, professional is the fact that he does, in fact, have a watermark.
Yeah.
Okay. like a DSP Gaming watermark, which actually looks pretty good. I mean, I have to say, good job on that, Phil. Or if you didn't create it, good job to the person who did create it. And there's people laughing in the background. But yes, he pretty much just live streams and uploads it. I mean, during a live stream of a game playthrough, and this happens to me all the time in games, is you get stuck.
See, it depends
You just
on the
get
game
stuck.
to me.
If it's a game that can be not so linear, like it's semi-open world and it doesn't have like any HUD or waypoints or anything, I can get stuck pretty easily.
No, yeah, I definitely understand that. Like, it just happens. Like, especially like you said, if there's like no HUD or anything like that, like it can be really confusing on like, it's kind of the same style as like playing default Minecraft, like.
Or Dark Souls. I mean, can't you get stuck on that?
Yeah, but it's a lot. See, I always compare like if you're gonna get lost in a game, like Minecraft is pretty much the single easiest to get lost in.
Well, I mean, I didn't even start playing Minecraft with survival mode, which is stupid.
What?
But I didn't start with survival mode. I was too scared.
What did you start with?
Because I just went on creative and just built random stuff,
See, no,
and then I
that's
went
it,
on
though.
to learn. And then I went on to learn more about the game, but basically during my time in creative, when I was building and designing like structures and stuff, I learned what the blocks all did and their functions and everything. That's pretty much what I did.
That's ridiculous. No.
That was my strategy to learning Minecraft.
Man, that's so janky. Like, even with the FTV, right? Like, I don't look something up until I need to know it. Like, I like going into games blind. I find it more interesting. It's like AC4, for instance. I plan on starting that for random, like, way to segue into this. I just reached 1K subscribers today, guys. It's crazy awesome. I just one more time I want to thank all of you. You're all effing
Draw My
awesome.
Life.
I have a ton of stuff
Draw My
planned. I don't know if Draw My Life is going to make it in there. Maybe if I get enough special requests for it. But yeah, like you guys are
I'm
just
gonna make a bunch of different
crazy awesome. It's super just I don't even know any other way to describe it. It's just really cool. But yeah, so I hit 1K, and why did this even segue here? I know I had a reason for bringing that up, but now I forgot. I'm really tired. Keep in mind.
All right. Yeah, you said that it segued into your subscriber count.
Yeah, but I mean, like, why did it? What were we talking about before that?
I don't know.
Damn it.
We were talking. Well, what I wanted to segue into was, we were talking about Minecraft. I wanted to segue into this holiday thing. Is there a special Minecrafter in your life who'd appreciate the gift of merch? Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Wow, what a thing I was looking forward to talking about. That's just wasted. Okay.
Yeah, they'll probably like do
joking.
something special for that. But yeah.
I mean,
so
last year they did like the chess thing, right?
Yeah. So for 1K, I plan on doing like a bunch of specials, right? Like I want to do like a whole week of special videos. Like I figure like one day I'll do a Q&A, which I've never done before, so that'll be something new. I figure another day I'm going to do a full-on like 3-hour Minecraft FTB movie. Like it's gonna be like it's gonna have a
Or
lot
just
of
a
stuff
3.
in it. Yeah, it's gonna have a lot of stuff in it.
Are you trying to
guys.
beat me
I don't
with
know,
my
dude.
superpower hours? Are you trying to beat me with that?
But yeah.
Like, are you trying to make it seem? Are you trying to one up me?
Yes. Well, technically, I'm 2-upping you.
Well, yeah, but like, I mean, like, I was doing superpower hours.
I just
and then-
figured go
I
big
mean, what
or
I
go
planned-
home, man. Because, all right, so I had this idea, actually, while I was at work. I was like, dude, it'd be sick if, like, I made, like, the Universal movie intro, but, like, with a Minecraft world. So I've been, like, busting my butt trying to make a rig in Cinema 4D for a 3D Minecraft world, and I'm finally getting done with it. And like then I get to render it tonight when I finally get to go to sleep because I haven't been to sleep since bed or been to sleep since
just
yeah
just shows how tired.
yeah
you
right
are.
but I haven't been to sleep since I went to work, and I went to work last night. I woke up at 9:30 last night, went to work at 10, and I've been up since then. So yeah, it's been a minute. But yeah, so I definitely like want to get this done, and I had this crazy cool idea, and I have all these ideas. We're gonna be making a gravity suit, quantum armor. We're all gonna be fighting the End Dragon. I might beat a Wither or two just because why not?
I'm probably gonna do a live stream. Like, what do you think you're? Now, here's the thing. I want to do something special for Christmas. Now, the only thing I've been able to come up with is doing like a couple matches in like Battlefield 4, like live. Or what I was also considering is doing a live stream. Because I don't live stream that often. And if you don't, guys do not know, I do have a Twitch, but I do not live stream that often. Like maybe once every good 2 months or so. But for like a good, just like a Christmas live stream, it could be like longer. Most of the time my live streams are like 2 hours long. I could just do like a good, like 4-hour stream. I could do some more GTA Online for like 4 hours. I could split it up into multiple things. What I'm also planning on doing is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-record a bunch of Battlefield 4 and Call of Duty Ghost matches that will go up on Christmas Day. Like I'll have just a bunch of Christmas matches and just set to upload while I'm live streaming. So you can go and watch the stream. And then, like, I would like to live stream for, like, the entire Christmas day.
Yeah.
I think that would be cool. I mean, I don't have, like, family coming down or anything. Most of the time, Christmas Day, for me at least, it's just a lazy day. Like, you just pretty much lay around in your pajamas the entire time. Or whatever you consider pajamas. To me, pajamas are just, like, a nice, comfortable set of pants. Or, like, not really pants, but, like, really soft, like, cotton, like, just
No, yeah,
thin
I get
pants.
what you mean.
And then just a comfy shirt, like just a shirt, like a t-shirt. I don't wear underwear to bed too, because that just makes it more comfortable.
This dude's
Okay.
like, yeah, you guys, I sleep in the nude. Don't make it awkward.
I don't. Technically, we're all nude, but like, we just have coverings.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what nude means. It means like not being covered.
Well, I mean, you're technically always nude, aren't you? In some way.
Not really. I mean, technically.
What if you were inside like a person? Like if a person was just wearing a jacket and like some sweatpants, for example. If they were inside their jacket and their sweatpants, and they could just see everything, they would be nude, wouldn't they?
No, not really. Like, if they had
Really?
covering, but you could see under it, they wouldn't be nude. You would just be a creep. Like, there's a difference.
No. Now you gotta admit, at this point, I'm sure you've done that.
What?
Or I mean, you just like looked at women. I'm sure.
What?
I
Like,
mean, every guy does that.
what do you mean, though?
Just the average, what every man does, just stare at women.
But what do you mean, though? You're saying, like, if they were under a jacket and you were under that jacket.
Yeah, that would be kind of creepy, but doesn't everybody go under a jacket at some point in their life?
What?
Yeah, but you're saying it like if you just went under the jacket just for no reason. Like, in that case, then you're just a creep. Like,
That's true.
There's a huge difference there.
Wait, that's considered creepy now?
Yeah.
Oops.
Oops, I did it again.
Oh my god. Where have you been?
Had to do something.
Yeah, you could have told us.
I didn't want to disturb the conversation you were having.
Still, for that,
Oh,
I mean, you could just say,
Janky as F. I don't even know the conversation right now. I just know that you're mad at Preston. This is time of the podcast
Wait, isn't that the
where
tune you
Des
said?
starts singing.
Ryan.
Huh.
I'll give you a few words, yeah?
Nah, we're not doing that right
Yeah,
now.
come on, just once. Once.
Alright, I'll do it one time. Okay, so you guys, real quick, what should we call this?
Ribbitin Ryan.
No, seriously, what should we call this?
Rhyme and
know.
Ryan. No, wait, what about Rhyme
Ra-
and Ryan?
Alright.
Random rhyme.
No, rhyming Ryan. Like Rhyme and Ryan.
Yeah.
I think that should be it.
Alright, give me
Okay,
a
ready?
few random words.
Okay, Lucasade. Mountain Dew, Sam, YouTube, USB. Go.
Oh man, this is difficult to do on the spot when I'm not like thinking about it. Sam is a YouTuber. He drinks Lucasade like Preston does.
Even though I really
forgot
don't.
the rest of the words, but it's okay because they like it in their butt.
With a USB stick.
See, it doesn't even have to rhyme. Like when you do it in that voice, it's just fine. However it is, that's like the best.
Random
part about
Ryan. You should do like a series where you could do anything.
Just anything.
Anything, even
Do,
piracy.
do all the okay. Now we're not gonna
Even
go shopping on the
racism.
Pirate Bay.
Even
Oh my
racism.
god.
Maybe
Mother.
politics or spoilers. Snape killed Dumbledore.
You can't say
Now that's
spoilers
allowed.
first. You have to say that one first.
Or what about fucking noise from annoying ass shit?
noise from annoying?
Sam, that means you have to
shit.
shut up.
Mm-mm.
It's a segment on the LT. It's no.
Was Mafia 2 a pissing off game?
How long has the podcast been going on?
It is currently up to 9 hours and 45 minutes. No, 47
Sweet.
minutes. Yeah. But anyway, what I was trying to talk about earlier was Minecraft 1.7.3. I don't know if anybody else is having this problem. But I would assume so because I've seen a couple people talking about it. And my computer is not the type of computer that would have this problem. So my
it's
like
good shit.
Minecraft is really
it is
choppy.
an alien.
Like it's really
It is
choppy
amazing.
on 1.7. Like it's fine on any version before 1.7, but like once I'm playing on 1.7, it's like really choppy.
You need Optifine.
I don't though.
Your computer
shaders?
can't handle it.
Hey, for shaders.
Your
maybe.
computer can't handle
No,
Minecraft
like it's
swag.
not laggy. It's just choppy. Like I look at my FPS. My FPS is stable at like 250. It's really choppy. Like I don't know what it is.
So, Ryan, you know what I realized?
Handle me
What would that
right
be?
now.
You and me can make fun of the games that we hate to each other. Like, you make fun of me for like for example, I mean, you always like whenever you see like a sale on Dead Island Riptide, you're just like, "Hey Sam, guess what? There's a sale on your favorite game."
Yeah.
And then I can turn around and say, "Guess what? On PlayStation Plus, Dragon's Dogma is free."
Oh fuck that game. Dragon's Dogma is some garbage.
It's not though.
Yes,
it's
it
actually not
is
that
then.
bad.
Compared
It's
to
not
like
bad.
compared to
That's
the other
No,
games.
not when you compare it. Not when you compare it to like Skyrim or Dark Souls or anything like that. I just mean like when you
Don't you
take
dare compare
Dark
it to
Souls.
Skyrim.
If you just no, I'm saying in general.
No, don't you dare.
No, but
I'm
like
playing
seriously, I
Skyrim
see what you're
right
saying.
now,
Like if you
Preston.
compare it to Skyrim, yeah, it falls short. But I'm saying like if you
Now,
compare
let me
it to
tell you,
any
Skyrim's
major
the-
RPG, like not just Skyrim, like if you compare it to
To Dark Souls.
Fallout, what's that other huge one that like everybody's freaking out about?
Half-Life 3.
No, that's been freaked
Which
out
has
about
been
since
confirmed.
Valve's Fear of Twos. No, but seriously, there's like every major RPG, like it falls short. It's just not that.
There's
great
the
of a
Elder
game.
Scrolls Online.
Yeah, this one's a single player, the one I'm thinking of. But yeah, anyway, it falls short. It's like it's not that great of a game. Everybody's freaking out for no reason. I don't know what to tell you.
There's Dark Souls.
They are
there's-
dumb. That's what.
Yeah, like it just straight
Now,
up. I
Preston-
see. And isn't Dragon? Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Dragon's Dogma actually releasing a second game?
Are they? Yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like I thought I heard something about them like releasing a second game. But I wasn't quite sure.
Oh yeah.
So there is that.
I'm here for comedic reasons.
You are here for your mom. Dun dun dun.
I'm just I'm not in this podcast for any reason other than to advertise Deadly Designs.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm the
which-
official representative.
I thought that was Nick's job.
I don't know. No, he's helping support.
He's helping support.
He is.
Yeah.
It says it on
And
the
then Ryan's just CEO, who doesn't have to do anything but lay on his ass.
no, Ryan.
Yeah,
is a
and do
co-founder.
all of the
Ryan.
graphics.
Well, there's that, but you know,
I
you still
know,
you
you
still
did-
get to sit on your ass though, because you remember you're sitting in a chair and
You're
doing
the only one that
graphics.
can do intros, because my computer won't be able to render them. And then you insisted that you made the banner. So,
Because I had to do the
You know
speed
what I
art.
do?
It was the YouTuber package.
all
what I'm
right,
gonna do?
I'm doing the next banner.
Okay, but you have to make
You know
the
what I'm
speed
gonna do?
art and send it to me. Nobody. Okay, look. The purpose of the speed art, right, is like, if someone wants a speed art, they want a speed art because they wanted to brand their channel on a big channel. Like, no one wants a speed art on a 30 subscriber channel. Like, no
27.
offense, I'm just being honest.
Screenshot porn.
That's why, like, a speed art
Now,
of like designing your channel banner is like more than just the regular banner.
I bet it is.
But yeah,
Yeah. So
I don't
yeah,
even know what I
make
was
sure you
gonna
check
talk
out.
about.
Make sure you check out Daily Designs.
Oh
Link
no.
down below. Promo code is whatever Sam puts edits in.
No, I'm actually not the guy that does that anymore.
Oh no, wait, Ryan, you have to edit it in.
Yep.
Have fun.
what was the promo code for this week?
Let's have it Pringles one.
No, let's have it just.
Pringles one.
All right.
Yeah, Pringles one.
That's dumb, but okay.
It is.
Or
but,
Pringles
you know.
versus Coke. Pringles v Coke. Yeah. Pringles one is the
You can't compare them.
a dumbass.
Pringles one is the promo code, guys. So you know that thing.
So
make
I got
sure to go
I got
play with yourself.
suggestions at my school
Uh-huh.
to play all the 2K14 games.
Ew.
Somebody wanted me to play, 30 years of WrestleMania for WWE 2K14.
No.
Yeah, I got a few suggestions at school to play that.
Ew.
Like I was just walking around school and someone just said, I got WWE 2K14 a few days ago.
Hayden.
This is my friend. And then he's just like,
Wait,
and my friend
it's-
is just like, he says, you know what? And he says, the story mode is actually really good and you should play it. And I'm like, I'll take it into consideration, man.
Hayden, they're talking about playing 2K14.
I'm not talking about it. Sam's talking about it with his imaginary
Make
friend.
them stop.
What is 2K14?
It's basically 2K, the company that made BioShock,
With a 14
or that published
at
it.
the end of it.
Oh god, stop talking about that, Jesus.
That published BioShock.
Shut up.
But yes.
Cut the crap, man.
You get tired of your shit.
Get tired of your shit.
I'm still getting tired of your shit, though.
Shit's
I
making me
mean,
tired. I got 69 views on Oregon Trail Director's Cut pilot. Sorry, Nick.
You are
Shut
ridiculous on how many views you get. Like, I don't get it.
I don't either.
Like, you just... I don't understand this concept, okay?
But does someone want to be uploaded on a channel with more subscribers or a channel that gets more views?
Well, technically, you don't get much more views than me anymore. How many do you have?
What? Well, okay.
You have 60,
My intro
right?
by-
Wait, you have 60, right?
60 on what?
The Oregon Trail thing.
70 now. Jesus.
70, okay.
It's-
So I average
it's
50 a video, and that's before I hit 1K.
Okay.
So, I mean, like, really, you want to get more than me. And honestly, I would still think you'd want to be on the channel that gets more subscribers. Because would you rather be on a channel that, like, yeah, he gets a lot of views, but obviously a lot of people don't enjoy it because they just, like, leave and never come back.
They do come back.
That is a lie. That is a blatant... You just lied to your subscribers, point blank.
180 views, 70 views, 41 views.
How many
Oh,
subscribers
man.
do you have? Have you passed up Nick yet? I didn't think so.
Well, I've got 37, but
He never specified though, like if the channel with the more subs had active stuff.
Your mic is, like, still ridiculously quiet.
you should pump up the bass whenever anyone says bass.
Just pump
So,
up
like,
the bass. Yeah, you're good.
yeah, like no, in Premiere, just whenever anyone says bass, then you have to pump it up. Bass, 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 bass. It's so bassy.
Anyways, what I was trying to say is he never specified what, like, if the channel with the more subs were active.
Yeah.
because if they are active, then it would be better to have them more subs. But if there was just a channel that got more views than the one that had more subs, then it would be better to just do that.
Yeah, I agree.
But just ask the guy, like the client, whatever.
2K14. I can't believe I got suggested for that.
That's dumb, dude.
Yeah, stop talking about it.
You know, I think it would be a fun thing for funsies, but it's too much money for
There's
funsies.
a channel called Pink Sam. Sam, is that your?
I'm afraid not. I cannot upload to 2 channels. It doesn't work.
Yeah, look, you play Sims 3 all the time. Yeah, girly girl gamer. Pink Sam.
Actually
That must be you.
do take an interest in Sims 3, although Sims 3 can be bullshit sometimes.
Sims 2. You play a little bit of that.
I do
Great
actually
Sim,
own
base
Sims
gamer.
2 over
Base.
there,
Wait, no,
along with my PS2 that is sitting over there. But yes, I do own the Sims 3, and you know, if
You
you
have
guys
a
want to play
PS2.
through that,
you have a
you guys wanna-
PS2. Get rid of it.
no, it's a family heirloom. I have all the PlayStations.
Family heirloom.
Yeah, that's what I call it. It's my
PlayStation
family.
died.
My
Call
other-
it a Monopoly
other-
heirloom. Is that what I just heard?
No, the PlayStation heirloom. I've pre-ordered every single PlayStation since the PS1, though. Or as a family. That's why I said
Right, you
family
weren't
heirloom.
alive. No,
Yeah, that's why I said
Sam,
it was a family
you're
heirloom.
not Ryan, Sam. You are Sam. Ryan, you are Ryan. You are white chocolate.
I'm Ryan. You don't say.
Oh yeah, white chocolate had some brown chocolate in his mouth on one of my videos the other day.
That's
No one
janky as F the way that you just
No
phrased
one
that.
cares.
The way that you just phrased that is janky as F.
What,
Just-
what brown stuff?
He had some brown chocolate in his mouth the other day.
That's why I said he should do the Hershey Squirts challenge instead of the Hershey Cocoa challenge.
Why?
Because it's the Hershey Squirts challenge.
What's that?
Who? I don't even know. I just fucking said it because I heard Hershey's Cocoa. I thought it would be something somewhere similar towards Hershey Squirts, and then, you know, that turned into
Who the fuck is
blank.
Hershey Squirts?
It's basically where you shit a shit ton.
It's where you
Shut up,
shit
Sam.
a shit ton. You don't say.
Sam Warstars, go home. You're drunk. You don't even know how to spell your name correctly.
Now, Wars stars, but it's meant to flow, okay?
No, it's supposed to have one S.
I'm not changing my name, okay?
Why? It's
I don't even. It doesn't look nice like that. Like if you just
He
see,
won't
like
even
look at
change his
this.
name right now. We all keep on telling him to do it. And he's just like, hell no, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
Hey, shut.
Go fuck.
Hey, man. You're gonna make me cry if you're not careful. I don't want that to happen
Sorry,
again.
I will try not to fuck you.
Bow, 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 now.
So anyways, no, seriously, any other gaming news that you guys can think about? There's like really important.
Well, there was one thing I didn't know that I just discovered that apparently Dead Rising 2 was in fact on the PS3.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. You could have told me, and I could have played it earlier.
I can feel JonTron.
Did you guys talk about that Destiny got a release date?
No, I didn't.
It did.
Yeah, September
It
9th,
did?
2014.
Oh, that's awesome.
September 11th.
That's so long from
So,
now, though.
Yeah, almost a year.
What,
Next
September
September.
11th?
No,
Ninth.
September 19th.
It's still awesome though.
9th.
What's the 11th?
Oh, 9th.
September 11th. I swear that's something.
Yeah.
God.
I don't know what September 11th would be. Good
Yeah.
God.
I don't know what it is, guys.
Yeah.
What?
Really? Are you being serious right now, or is this like a I'm a dumbass joke?
I think
I
it's,
think it's
serious.
both.
I don't think he knows.
Moving along.
No, what is it?
We'll
Dude,
tell you
just-
after the podcast.
Just oh my god.
Just Google it.
I don't even know how to like respond to that one.
Just Google it. Just Google
Just,
it.
just consider he's not American, so I mean
Just
that's
Goog-
one.
I
Yeah,
don't
that's not an
care.
excuse.
Oh,
That is
shit!
not an excuse.
Shit.
He Googled it.
You,
Yep.
I think you knew.
Yep, I just googled it.
Moron.
That's what it was. Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh god.
You still got your demonic laughter.
No, Sam, shut the fuck up.
Okay,
Oh.
so random guy from the RPM thing. Okay, if you see this, tell us which one you were talking about who had the demonic laugh.
I think he was talking about Preston.
See,
I seriously do, because
Ryan
You're-
didn't have a demonic laugh in that one.
Yeah, like the way I read it was like, because like I was like watching it, and then I read the comment, and then I was like, Ryan's
yeah,
laugh,
I
not
want.
like-
Yeah, Ryan laughs normally. He's like,
Yeah, but then Preston's over there like,
no, I had a
He's like-
couple like really weird laughs in that one though. Like, but I don't
He
know.
did-
See, I originally thought it was Preston too, but then like Preston commented and he commented back like, "No, not you, the other guy." And
Yeah, but
I
he
can't
might
be
have
sure
thought
that
that-
he just got confused because both of us have MMFQ in our name.
Hmm.
So I don't. Ow!
I don't think
keep
it was you.
fucking putting my hand down and like slamming my earbud out of my ear. My fucking ear
I've done that
hurts.
so many times, dude.
I've never done that, and I wear earphones for
Sam,
days.
shut up.
Ow! Frickin' hurts.
My headphones can't even handle it right now.
No, but what I've done before is trying to run away and forgetting that my
Yeah.
earphones were in.
If you've got a laptop on your desk, you have headphones plugged in, you try and walk up, and
Preston?
then the laptop almost falls off the desk, and then you do like some dive to try and catch it.
I do have a laptop on my desk right now.
No, Ryan, if you tried to do it when you were on your laptop, the headphone would just come out. The laptop would not move. It would just be like,
My internet sucks sometimes. My Skype didn't even go offline. It's just like, you know what? We don't like you in this call.
what? Can we kick Sam?
You can.
Okay.
Kicking me enough, though, I'm not gonna join back. Because, like, fuck that shit.
What's she order? Fish fillets.
What's
Boss,
she
I'll have
order?
my
What's
phone gonna
she
find
order? Fish fillet? Fish fillet?
Fish fillet. Yeah, fish fillet. Fish fillet.
What did you say beforehand?
Yo, mama!
No, seriously. What did you say? I want to know. Curious.
Fish fillets?
Giblets?
Fish fillets.
Fish fillets.
Phil.
Fish
Yo,
fillet.
mama, how about you fill it up
You
with
say
that fish?
fillet. We say fillet.
That's dumb.
Oh my god. I hate your country and your
Now,
culture.
in fairness, that's actually a lot smarter than ours.
Well, I mean,
I mean,
that
just
makes
because
sense,
of the
but
smelling,
isn't
or smelling.
isn't
spelling
fillet?
makes
What
sense.
kind of word is fillet?
I don't know. What origin is fillet? I actually don't know that.
Sounds like
I'm
French.
googling it.
I think it's French.
I'm pretty sure too.
Must be from.
All right, fillet or fillet, UK, and a bunch of gibberish. From the English word fillet
Fillet.
is a cut
Yeah!
of boneless meat or fish.
So what I had earlier was a KFC fillet.
That
A
just sounds
boneless
so
banquet.
weird.
I had a boneless banquet.
That doesn't sound like smooth. Like it doesn't sound like fillet, which it sounds so smooth and just rolls
Or
off
are
the
we
tongue.
just trying to make it sound that way? Like we're trying to be like cool.
No, you can't make fillet sound smooth. It's flat. It's completely flat. Like it's just like flat.
You know what else is
Most
flat?
It's just like what?
I don't know.
Nothing.
Joe, what else is flat?
No, I was gonna say Preston's mom's chest, but
Mhm.
then I was like, that if anything, that's like a better thing because then it's like, oh yeah, we're not hitting on your mom.
Mm.
And then I was gonna say like Sam's dick, and I was like, well, even though that's true, it'll make it seem gay.
What about Jontron down there?
Yeah, it's still talking about a man's penis.
No, but Jontron.
Yeah, it's still talking.
Okay,
about a
I've
man's
got.
penis.
Have I
Nice
gotten
S.
you in? have I
Jontron's
gotten
got a
you-
nice hairstyle going on.
Yeah, I like John's hair. He's got a pretty cool hairstyle.
How
But,
do you know?
Because
Yeah,
I've
how
seen
do you
him.
know, huh, Sam?
It's my webcam. While I've been...
Because he's in real.
Jeez.
Because all of his videos contain his face. Maybe
right.
for about 90%
I
of
don't
the
think he
video.
knows who
Fact.
Jontron is.
Me and Ryan only know. And Sam, you were there when we figured this out.
Was I?
Yeah,
You were the one
main-
who like basically created Jontron.
Yeah.
Really? I created a million or 762,000 sub channel.
Ryan, I'll be Sam. Yeah.
Okay, I guess.
I've just been watching Jontron. And then you said,
Who's that? Preston's penis?
and ever since then.
Then you were like, yes, actually, that is his name.
Yeah.
And you were
Yes.
like,
Oh,
we hang
didn't
out
know
on the
that.
weekends.
I never said that because John Tron
did
or
say
John Jaf. Okay, I'll call him John Jafari since that's his real name.
You-
Or that's John Tron Show's real name.
See, okay,
Which,
first off,
by
I'm
that
not
I mean
making
the
fun of
YouTube
John
When you
channel.
came into the call, you went, "Oh, I've just been watching JonTron."
First off, I'm not making fun of JonTron. I just want to throw that out there so that everybody
Yeah,
understands
no,
that.
we're not. No.
But I am making fun of Sam and Preston, and no matter how much Sam lies to you guys, he said that.
Yep.
I'm lying.
You just said I definitely didn't say that, but you did.
No. Wait. Okay.
He's trying to make it out like he didn't. Just say that he didn't.
No, I did, but here's the thing. I didn't mean it as in Preston's penis.
No. Oh. You said you were watching JonTron.
Yeah, I was.
Brian goes, "Oh, who's that? Preston's penis." And then ever since then, I
Yeah,
decided
That's true.
JonTron. Can we stop talking about my penis, please?
It'd be preferred. So hold on.
What if
Aren't
we talked about the
movies-
real?
Aren't movies filmed at 24 FPS?
Yes,
I'm
they
not
are.
sure, but yes, I guess since Hayden's smarter than I am.
Okay, because basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to, because this whole thing is going to be like a movie, right? So I want to like make the intro as a like a movie, and plus it'll save me on frames for render times. So I was trying to figure out how many frames at 24 FPS would be in 27 seconds. I know it's just 27 times 24, but yeah.
I'll do that. 27 times 24, and it is 648.
Yep.
In fairness, though, JonTron is pretty good at what he does.
Yes, thank you. We're not taking the piss out of JonTron, okay? Like we just said.
I know. I'm just saying, he
Taking the
makes
piss
pretty
out
good
of-
content whenever he can
Yes.
upload.
Yes, thank you, Sam. Now, you should take some advice from JonTron and, maybe.
What does
maybe,
JonTron advise us to do?
Edit.
Which I do. I do a lot of cutting and slimming. I mean,
Cutting
also
and
for what I
slimming.
do, which also you weren't listening at this point because you claim you had to go do stuff and you never told us this. But I did. I was talking earlier about how people who do exactly what I do for YouTube, you don't have to edit that much because it's not needed. Because I can't cut the actual content that is needed from the game. For example, I do the full game playthroughs for my
Once
channel.
again, you don't.
I can't edit out cutscenes. I can't edit out
You
certain
don't need
portions
to
of
edit
the
out
game.
cutscenes.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you're asking me to edit everything,
Use
and
it.
the truth is,
Add
okay, I do not need to add music. That's
Yeah,
not
you-
needed. That is not
Well,
something
it depends
that.
on the game. It depends on the game
Yeah.
entirely.
For one thing, if it's a game with music, for all the games I practically play, there's always perpetual music.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like for Assassin's Creed 4,
And Skyrim,
Skyrim, definitely Skyrim.
Super
Skyrim's
Mario
a good one.
World, there's always music going on in that.
See,
Aliens.
That's iffy. It depends on what you're doing.
Nintendo claimed copyright on that.
Yeah,
Oh my
but it
God.
depends on what you're doing in Mario. If you should,
It's
like,
not
get
a copyright.
afterwards with music.
Okay, hang on. Can I explain something, Ryan?
What?
Just really quick.
We already
Nintendo-
know, Sam. It's not a copyright strike. It's a third-party content claim. It's the exact same thing. It's just one affects your account in one way and one affects your account in the other. Because here's the thing: you're gonna sit there and try to tell me that it's different, but in your partnership, like Maker Studios' eyes, it's not. It's a content claim. Like for instance, Nick had the third-party content claims on all of his Chivalry videos and Call of Duty videos and all that. So you know what he did? He had to take them all down. Because if he wants to apply for a partnership and those are there, they'll decline you. Because it is a content match.
Yeah.
Which means, yes, you will not get a strike, but it is still legal.
Well, I just didn't monetize any of
It
these.
doesn't matter. You still have the content on your YouTube. It'd be the same thing as if you didn't monetize a Day to Remember song, but you decided to publish the music video to your channel. without permission. You're still violating their terms of service. You're still uploading something that you're not allowed to upload that isn't your
Now,
content.
from what I've heard, is Nintendo is all right with you uploading stuff, but they just will make all the money off of it.
You are so misguided in the whole Nintendo thing. It's not even funny. You have been since day one. Day one Nintendo conflict. Day one. I was like, Sam, this is how it's going on. You're like, no, I heard this. I'm like, well, you're wrong because here's the article. You were like, okay. Not even like 4 days later, you're like, oh, they changed their policy. They allow it now. I'm like, no, they don't.
That's what I've heard, at least.
You're
That's
like,
what I
yes,
saw.
they do. I'm like, no, they don't, because I follow a bunch of the huge Nintendo people on YouTube, such as Chugga Conroy and Nintendo Capri Sun, and both of them are still talking about how it sucks. And you're like, oh, well, it's changed. I'm like, they would be the first to know. It's not. And then you're like, oh, well, they don't strike your videos anymore. I'm like, yes, they do. It's been how many months now since the whole Nintendo conflict started? I think almost like 5 months? 4 or
I
5
think.
months, somewhere in there. Okay.
It's been a lot longer than that.
Yeah, I feel like it has. I feel like it's been at least
been
6
like
months.
7.
Yeah.
That was like May or
It's been
April.
going on for
I
like-
was down at school.
Okay, anyway,
when that
so
happened.
it happened a while ago, and you've been arguing with me about it since day one of the conflict. And you kept
and
telling
off.
me that it was over. So, in fairness, I don't trust anything you say about it. Because you can tell me that it's over, but I've already proved you wrong that it's not. And then you were like, oh, but I won't get content claims. And then you did. Like I told you was
No,
going to
what I
happen.
said was I wasn't going to get copyright strikes from it.
It's
At least
still
from
a
what I remember.
copyright strike. You're not understanding it. It's not going to put a strike on your account and like hinder your ability, but it still is a content claim. A content claim and a copyright strike are hand in hand. It's just one directly affects your channel like immediately, and the other one is just kind of like, well, this channel is not a good channel. Like, getting third-party match content is not good. And especially when you have a lot of them. Because I personally asked Maker Studios. Like, I went on to, like, my live chat and, like, spoke with a live chat agent because I was talking to Nick about it. Because I wanted to make sure before he went and deleted his videos that it was just. And I was like, look, do third-party content matches affect partnerships? And the person was like, yes, most definitely. And I was like,
Did he?
uh-huh.
Sorry, go ahead. I didn't know you were done.
But he was like, yes, most definitely. He or she or whoever was like, yes, most definitely. They are a huge part in our partner selection process. It's one of the first things we check. Is to be partnered, all of your content must be yours, or you have to have written consent to use it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no leeway. That's it.
All right.
How do you show them the written consent though?
Have you ever disputed a content claim?
No.
See, what you do is you like go into you click on the like match third party content thing and click like, this is my.
I think I'll
original
just
content.
remove all my SMW videos.
What's really funny, I don't think I've ever told any of you about this. I actually found out about Maker from a content claim.
Really?
Yeah, it was on one of my
you've
Minecraft
explained
series
it before.
videos, like back in the day. It got that and CD baby. I got a third party content strike on my one video as a snapshot video from using royalty free music that I guess CD baby had rights to, and I had to dispute that. And then another time I got one of my personal LP episodes with just me and my one friend, which I knew IRL, got matched by Maker Studios for probably about 8 months.
Really?
Yeah, I was disputing it for probably about 8 months before I'm like, look, I fucking made and recorded this video. I like sent them a Mediafire link to download it with like my metadata built into the code. I was just like, go ahead and tear it apart. This is my video, and then like finally they released
How did Maker
it.
Studios claim your recording?
I have
audio?
no idea, but it was crazy funny. Because then when I figured out RPM was under Maker, I was like, oh, these assholes. I was like, well, on the bright side, no one's ever gonna steal my stuff. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, unless you have them backing you up now.
Yeah, right.
So Ryan, let me ask you a question. Do you think it's just to go ahead and delete all my SMW videos?
S&W.
Super Mario World.
Yeah. Honestly, I told you my opinion about the Super Mario World thing anyway. I thought it should be like just a one-time throwback thing. With all
While
of
you're
them.
drinking Mountain Dew throwback.
No, like seriously, I feel like a series like that would be way cooler. It'd be like 1 week you're in Mario, the next week you're in like Sonic.
Oh my!
Like, and just do it like once a week is like a special series. I feel like that could be really sick.
It's so sick.
I didn't notice that the Google Plus apparently still allowed you to go in your inbox, or apparently you could still go in your inbox.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I told you that.
I don't remember that, but okay. Anyways, I went into my inbox, which I thought at the time, I wouldn't need to anymore because, it's got like the little alarm bell, and I thought I would get all personal messages and everything from there, which I guess I was misled on because I just looked in and, yeah, that's what happened. There's a lot of unread messages.
Oh, man. All right, but I don't know about you guys. I think this is like a perfect time to end the podcast. It has been just over an hour,
How long?
like 1.25. We're about at an hour and 20 minutes
Quarto?
almost.
There's a
¿Qué
bunch of
hora
cutting out.
es?
What?
A bunch of cutting out though. So
Well, it's like right at about 10 minutes to 10. So
okay, all right.
I feel like we're definitely at a good wrapping up point. I don't know about you guys.
I agree.
So, anyways, you guys, the podcast has been sponsored by Deadly Designs. If you guys want to use the coupon code,
Pringles one.
Pringles
That is
1.
Pringles and the number one.
It's so
Which,
dumb.
as we are, in fact, recording this podcast ever since near the beginning, I have been downloading podcast number 3 to go up on Team Nightmare.
All right, works for me.
You say coupon. You don't say coupon. You say coupon.
Okay, here's what we should do real quick. You guys are not going to see this podcast when it is being created. It is on the 6th right now. What I say you do, Sam, is like, if at all possible, try to do like 2 to 3 a day until we get caught up.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Just so that like we don't.
I could easily do that. I mean, for the most part, I could easily do that. It's just what I was afraid of is you guys would get mad for the consistency.
No, I even said with the past episodes, if you wanted to, you could upload all of them at the exact same time as long as they're in order. I don't care. Like the only ones I want up there that go in order are going to be the new ones.
So basically, right now you're telling me I can just go ahead
Yeah.
and
Yes.
public the 2 podcasts.
Yeah. You can
All right, I'm
public
gonna go do that
every
right now.
one of them up until the like new ones. That's fine. If you want to do them all at once, go ahead. As long as the pictures are changed, you do like I think number 7 or 6. You need to do a tiny bit of editing to, and then other than that, you're good.
Well, yeah, number 6 was a 3-hour
Yeah.
edition.
And there was like some sketchy stuff at the beginning, and then I think at the end was where you were live streaming. So just like cut a chunk of that out. But other than that, you're good.
So
Well, yeah, there was a lot of like stuff that needs to be cut from the beginning because
You're waiting for the stream to start, yeah.
Can we end the podcast first?
Yeah, we probably should. Anyways, you guys, thank you all for watching. Go check out Deadly Designs in the description below, as long as all the other people that have been here for the podcast.
It's been MFQ Def, MFQ Zyrex, Sam Wallstars, and a little bit of the Killer Polar Bear. Enjoy.
a wee bit.
A wee bit of Killer Polar Bear. No, that's more of like a Scottish up north type thing when they say wee.
I always say we bet, actually.
And then
It's a
go with
comment.
the outro.